On this week's show, Winterfest heats up the Kirby Arts Center, Laurentians celebrate their diversity, we talk with visiting poet Arthur Z, and introduce Big Red Diving. Lawrenceville's 10-minute newscast begins right now. From the studios inside the Lawrenceville School's historic Pop Hall, this is L10 News with Alex Small. Hello and welcome to this week's show. I'm Alex Small, executive producer sitting in for Aiden Duffy. On January 13th, houses banded together to raise over $1,000 for the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia by holding fundraisers at a dance. Organized by Chop Club and Lawrenceville's Office of Community Service, Carter, Dickinson, Stanley Hamill, Kirby Stevens, and Dawes sold food and raffle tickets to bolster fundraising efforts. Third former Arya Singh won Lawrenceville's Poetry Out Loud contest with her recitation of Taylor Molly's Undivided Attention, and William Blake's The Chimney Sweeper, When My Mother Died I Was Very Young. Singh now moves on to the New Jersey Regional 1 competition on February 8th at the Rutgers-Camden Center for the Arts. On Thursday, January 25th, Alda Leopold Distinguished Teaching Chair and Science Master John Clark addressed the DNR Greenway Land Trust at the Johnson Education Center in Princeton, New Jersey. His talk, entitled Land Stewardship and Research on the Mache Chindel Mountains in Western Ecuador, focused on his experiences in Ecuador as a U.S. Fulbright scholar, Peace Corps volunteer, and guide. Also on January 25th, Syracuse Law and Political Science professor Keith Bybee addressed the Lawrenceville community on the history of civility and tensions between free speech and civil discourse. Bybee, the founding director of the Institute for the Study of Justice, Politics, and Media, has written several books, including his most recent, How Civility Works. Lawrenceville ice hockey squared off against Princeton Day School on Thursday. In a hard-fought contest, Lawrenceville fell 3-1 to the Panthers. With post-game reaction, here's goalie and captain Carl Zabo.
They were a good team. They were fast. Their energy was very high. They put some traffic in front of the net, got a couple lucky bounces, first goal, broken stick, second goal. We're going to forget about that one, but they fought, they battled all game, and kudos to them. They really deserve this one, and it's a tough loss for us.
A highlight of winter term, Winterfest showcases the work of student directors and actors. Reporter Lily Murphy takes us behind the scenes to look at directors, actors, and technical crews as they work on their productions.
I'm here at the KAC learning more about this year's Winterfest plays. What is Winterfest?
So Winterfest, it's a collection of smaller plays which we perform over a series this year of 2 weekends and 3 nights.
And how has student involvement evolved over the past years?
So I mean, I've only been here for 4, but Winterfest is rapidly becoming one of the biggest things that we do in Periwig. It involves hundreds of students, so many actors and techies. It's one of the biggest things we do. And it's all student run. So this is the chance for us to really take the lead and show what we can do without the teachers' involvement.
Could you tell me about the newest addition to Winterfest this year?
Yeah, so this year we've introduced Winter Costume Shop. I'm the head of Winter Costumes, and along with Lisa Miller, we've been working to costume all the shows in Winterfest this year. I'm personally working on Old Macbeth Had a Farm, and it's been really great to collaborate with Bianca on creating a really unique set of costumes for her actors.
What is your play? What's your play about?
So our play is called Judgment Call by Frederick Stoppel, and it's about umpires and their struggles to get ready for the upcoming season.
What's a rehearsal look like for Winterfest?
I think our typical rehearsals are maybe like an hour to an hour and a half long. We're pretty much basically rehearsing through the whole play sometimes, or through different moments, and pretty much just helping our actors discover their motivations and things like that.
As a director, what type of work has gone into your play for Winterfest?
Well, we've had to plan out exactly what the costumes are going to be for the play, as well as the tech that goes into it, such as lighting and sound. So we've been working on exactly how it's going to all come together in the end throughout the process.
So what has it been like working in Winterfest?
It's been a lot of fun. We really enjoy building off of each other and, kind of laughing, enjoying ourselves along the way.
And what has it been like working together, like as a cast?
It's really interesting because, we meet each other, we're with each other, we're practicing like an hour a day, and it's really interesting because we get to know each other not only as characters in our play, but also as people. So.
Thank you, Lily. Dedicated to celebrating the cultural richness of the community, Laurentians enjoyed International Night on January 20th, a night featuring international food, workshops, and performances. Reporter Pashmina Khan brings us this report.
I'm here today at the annual International Night sponsored by Diversity Council. Behind me is some great food from around the globe. Later tonight we'll be having some performances. Let's go check it out. So Harini, did you have fun salsa dancing at International Night?
A ton of fun, salsa dancing. There's a bunch of girls actually who had never salsa danced before, and Sienna Montero, who was leading the group, did a great job of showing the girls the simple steps, but also how they culminate to make a beautiful dance.
As the coordinator of International Night this year, how is it going so far?
I think it's going really great. We have everything in Irwin this year, which is a little bit new. We've always had dinner and the workshops in Irwin, but we've never had the show in Irwin, so I'm really looking forward to that, sort of to having everything under one place, and hopefully we'll get a great turnout because of that.
So what can we expect to see later tonight?
Lots of dancing. So we're going to have some Latin dancing. We're going to have some forms of Indian dancing. I'm going to sing tonight. And a really wonderful fashion show.
It was so fun, so full of energy. Everyone came out to support. Everyone from different countries were representing their countries. So it was a lot of fun.
Can you describe what you're wearing?
My parents are from Ghana, and I'm wearing a sleeton kaba made out of kente cloth. We wear these to a lot of parties. Yeah.
From International Night, I'm Pashmina Khan.
Thank you, Pashmina. This week, Pulitzer Prize-nominated poet Arthur Z., Lawrenceville class of '68, returned to campus. During their English classes, Laurentians participated in poetry writing seminars, where Z graciously shared his experience. Head of Videography, Toby Ilogu, brings us the profile.
Hi, my name is Arthur Z. I'm a poet. I graduated from Lawrenceville in 1968. It's such a pleasure and honor to be returning 50 years later. Today I want to talk a little bit about certain elements and principles that have helped inspire me to take my art, my poetry, to the next level. Persistence is really crucial. I write best early in the morning when I first wake up. It's almost like I'm still in dream time. If I can get a couple hours in first thing in the morning, that's essential to me. And I'm not waiting around to be inspired. A lot of people have the innate talent. They may not have the stamina and discipline and know how to go about taking it to the next level. So I think it's important to find people who can really inspire and challenge you. They're working creatively in other disciplines. The great question in particle physics is, where does matter end and space begin? And I thought, oh, I can apply that to a poem. I can think of language as full, and then the silences as charged moments. I can look at a weaver who's dyeing with indigo or cochineal. I can learn from that creative process. Yes, I love talking to other poets, but I don't want it to be claustrophobic either. Finally, when you think you're getting good, be humble. There's no end to the learning. One of the things I like to recall is, in a beginner's mind, there are many possibilities. In the experts, there are only a few. You don't want the public or other people to just expect a certain kind of art from you. You have to keep growing and evolving with your life. It comes back to that. Poetry is as essential as breathing to me. It's my life work. I'm passionate about it, and I don't want to be stuck by it. These are ways that I can take my art, or continue to take my art, to the next level.
My friend Priya and I are co-presidents of the Lawrenceville Line, which is an online poetry publication. It was really amazing having him come here today because we got to bring in a poem and he would kind of critique it. And despite a lot of people in his life saying it wasn't the smartest decision, he knew that he wanted to do what he loved.
Finally tonight, senior arts correspondent Brittany's son introduces us to the Big Red diving team and takes us to their first meet.
I'm at the Lavino pool to catch up with some members of Lawrenceville's first ever diving team and their coach. So guys, where did you get the idea to start a new diving team?
Well, I started diving my freshman year, and then I came here and I was sad to find out that there wasn't a diving team. But I joined swimming anyway, and one meet I didn't want to swim the 200 free, and I found out that there was diving there, so I asked if I could dive instead of swim that event, and that's how I started practicing after that, my sophomore year, and then junior year was when Thomas came.
Right, and I've been diving since 6th grade, and I heard about Amber diving in the meets before I got here, so I was optimistic towards diving. I knew that the program was definitely a work in progress, but me and Amber did a really good job putting the program together this past year.
So the diving board was just recently installed. What does this installation mean to you guys?
So we're definitely super excited and super happy that it was finally installed. there were times, because we dove off campus all last year, and really having a diving board on campus was a dream for us. And we're super grateful and super excited that the board is on campus this year.
Personally for me, I'm really excited that we're on campus again because I really missed being able to practice with all the swimmers, even though I didn't, like, swimming wasn't my sport yet or again. And so just having it on board and being able to be with all my friends again means a lot.
Coach, how do you think a diving team adds to the school community?
Oh wow, well diving has long been a part of swimming, but for the last 15 years we've been missing the diving component of the swim and dive team. And now that we have a diving board in the pool area, we can bring back the diving. And I've really seen the swimmers embrace the divers. Our first home dive meet was just a dive meet, and the Lawrenceville swimmers came out and they were cheering like crazy, "Go Big Red," every time one of our divers got up on the board. So it adds a lot of team spirit, and it gives the kids another outlet to express their athleticism.
That is our show for Friday, January 26, 2018. From all of us here at L10, thank you for watching and good night.